A hearty welcome to our English class. Last day we were busy. Few days, almost 1 week it took for us to complete one topic, that is direct writing. We had 8 topics in it and we have covered all of them either through classes or through PDFs. I preferred PDFs sometimes because it's easier to convey the things and plan it out. Also to give some examples. So that will be sufficient for you to answer your questions. You'll have to practice a few more examples. That's all. So 15 marks is assured. Out of 15, how many will you score? That depends on your ability to organize and write well. Now we shall go to the next topic, proposal writing. Proposal writing. It's going to be an interesting topic. It's a scoring topic. You had in 10th class letter writing, email and notice. They were scoring questions. Your percentage will be on the increase if you are little careful. Easily you can get marks. Similarly, in 11th class and 12th class, proposal writing is a question wherein you can score very well. If you are careful, pay attention to all the points and able to write well, you can score, let's say, 9 out of 10. Last year I have awarded very few students, I think 1 or 2 I gave 10. Then I was told by my seniors and others, don't reward 10 marks, you can give up to 9. So you are sure of scoring 9 marks if you write well. But if you go wrong, there is a possibility you get nothing. There are people I have given even 0. Some got 1 mark, some got 2 marks, 3 marks. That also is possible. So pay attention, understand it, and write well, score the maximum. So what is a proposal writing? We ask ourselves, what is a proposal writing? Proposal writing is a plan or suggestion. It is formal and it's written. So in a formal way we are presenting it and it's in a written form. So proposal is what? A plan. You may not understand what is a plan. This way another word is given, suggestions. We are planning for something. Something is coming up. Exam is coming. I need to plan for my exams. I need to do the revision. So I make a timetable. What all subjects I will give more importance. What subjects I will give less importance. At what time I will study in the morning and in the evening. How much time can I allot? Do I need to write some things? Do I have to draw some diagrams? I plan out for my exam. Similarly, you have to plan for an upcoming program. That's it. So it's a planning or suggestion. Forwarded for consideration. It is not an approved one. Not an approved one. It's only a proposal. The very word says proposal. I propose means I put forward. Would you like to propose something? That means would you like to add something or suggest something? That's the meaning. So it is only a proposal. It's not approved. We are presenting it for consideration. The person concerned will go through it, consider it, and then he can either approve it or reject it. He can approve it or reject it or ask for certain modifications. Afterwards he will accept it. So it is only a proposal for consideration. Prepared by, submitted to. That I will come after this. I will come. So there are proposals are a very common thing. Proposal is a very common thing. You have there is business proposal is there, grants proposal is there, research proposal is there, project based proposal is there. So what is a business proposal? A businessman is putting forward to the buyers certain plans and proposals so that the buyers can buy it. So what is the goods? What are the goods to be sold or commodities to be sold, and what are the prices he will be quoting, things like that. So that is a proposal, business proposal. What is grants proposal? Grants proposal is proposed normally by the colleges and universities and submitted to the grant commission in order to get funds for development and other activities. What is a research proposal? A research scholar, one who is doing his PhD. So he puts forward his proposal. How he is going to, what is the topic selected, what is the theme, what he wants to achieve, what are the main headings, subcategory headings, for how long he is going to have the project, what he likes to achieve by doing this. This kind of things. This is a proposal, research proposal. And the last one is project-based proposal. A proposal based on a project. That is, project or event to be organized. How to organize an event. How to organize a project or an event. So our concern is this. We are concerned about the last one. That is project-based proposal. We are a project or event to be organized. So that is the project we are supposed to propose. So they have given you the now we'll complete this one. Prepared by students, submitted to the head of the institution. The head of the institution. So head of the institution could be principal, etc. Normally it is the principal. So a proposal is prepared by students, submitted to the head of the institution, normally the principal. Then we shall look at the proposal, the format. Format is very, very important. Never forget format, because your marks will come according to the format only. If you forget one point, you lose mark. There are only 4 points. Heading or introduction. Heading and introduction. It's combined. Heading and introduction are combined. You have a heading and just one sentence or 2 sentences. That's all. Then objectives. Then list of measures, conclusion. So in heading or introduction, what you are supposed to do, you are given the topic. Based on that, you have to make a heading. You have to make a heading or a title. Then just give 1 or 2 sentences. Next, you are giving objectives. What are objectives? Objectives are aims. Aims. Goals. So, what are the goals or aims you want to achieve by doing this project? Third one is list of measures. What is list of measures? List of measures is the plan. How you are going to achieve your objective. And then there is just a short 1 sentence. Normally 1 sentence is sufficient. Conclusion. So you are given 2 marks for the introduction and heading. Objectives, you are given 2 marks, and for measures 4 marks, And for linguistic ability 2 marks. For conclusion there is no mark, but conclusion should be there. If it's not there, it's not complete. Linguistic ability 2 marks. How you are able to present the language used, grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes, the presentation, the whole presentation. How you are able to present, how you are able to impress the person concerned. If you write so well, automatically you'll get let's say 8 marks, easily you can score. 9 marks, excellent. That depends on you. You just look at the example, the given example. Proposal for as a member of the student council of your school, you have been given the responsibility of setting up a skill development center to help underprivileged children to learn some occasional skills. Write a proposal not more than 150 words stating the steps you would take to successfully set up this particular center. First you mark the keywords. Setting up a skill development center. That's important. What you are going to set up? A skill development center. What is the purpose of it? To help underprivileged children to learn some occasional skills. So that you become aware of your objective and the purpose you want to achieve. Now you are writing heading introduction. To set up a skill development center to help underprivileged children to learn some occasional skills so that they can earn a living. See, that is heading and introduction. Everything is there. What is written in the question paper, just copied. What is added is the last sentence, that's all. To set up a skill development center to help underprivileged children to learn some occasional skills. That much is there in the question paper. Now you are adding to it so that they can earn a living. So that they can earn a living. Why do you want to do it? So that they can earn a living. That's all. Now objectives. As I said, objectives are what you want to achieve by setting up a skill development center. By setting up a skill development center, what you want to achieve. Objectives. The skill development center would provide training to the underprivileged children in occasional skills like carpentry, computers, repairing mobile phones and tailoring, and arrange on the job experience for the students trained at the center. That's the objective of organizing this skill development program. List of measures. Measures are steps taken to achieve the objectives. Mark it somewhere. Write it down. Write it down in big letters. Don't forget. So list of measures are steps to achieve the objectives. Never forget. Very, very important. Students get confused. Students get confused with the objectives and measures. Some write, instead of objectives, they write measure in objective place. And some write the opposite. Thoroughly get confused. So always remember, objectives are aims or goals. Objectives are aims or goals you want to achieve by doing something, by organizing something. And what are measures? Measures are steps to achieve objectives. For example, what is objective here? Setting up a skill development center in order to teach them skills like carpentry, computers, repairing mobile phone, tailoring, and give them job experience. So what are the steps taken? Providing halls to set up the training center. So you have to organize a program. In order to organize the program, what are the steps you will take to organize the program? So, list of measures are steps to achieve the objectives. Then we are concluding. We hope that the proposal will be accepted so that the skill development center is established at the earliest. Only one sentence. Conclusion, only one sentence. We hope that the proposal will be accepted, so that the skill development center is established at the earliest. So that's all. This is the format. Just a few minutes, we'll just take up one. As a member of the student council of your school, you have been assigned the responsibility of organizing science exhibition in your school. Write a proposal in not more than 150 words, stating the steps you would take to make the exhibition a successful one. So what are the key words? Organizing science exhibition in your school. You are familiar with science exhibition. So now what you have to write? First you have to take up heading. What heading you will give? Heading and introduction. Organizing a science exhibition to bring awareness of science among students, you can say. To create awareness. Organizing a science exhibition in the school in order to create awareness of science or the need for science and development, whatever may be. Just one sentence, one or two sentences, enough. What are the objectives you want to achieve? Goals or aims you want to achieve by organizing a science exhibition? You can say to cultivate taste for science, to promote interest among students, to help them to make their own experiments, to stimulate the scientific interest in students. Like that, there are a few objectives you can propose. Or you can say to train the students to become future scientists. Things like that. These are the objectives. Then you have list of measures. List of measures to achieve the objective, also to organize the program. What are the measures you will take? Measures are, first is making an announcement to students about the coming science exhibition, selecting some teachers to organize the program, setting up of stalls for various disciplines like physics, chemistry, mathematics or agriculture, whatever it may be. So, setting up of stalls and in charges, selecting students, items. They are asked to propose, the students are asked to prepare various items, various models, working models. Then there will be a day appointed in which the concerned teacher will check. So, he will check, examine, and then he will select some of the items that will be exhibited in the science exhibition. So if you need certain amount of money, that also you can include if you want. There is no problem. But the other things are more important. You'll have to fix up a date. You'll have to find someone, an eminent personality, a scientist or somebody who is in authority to inaugurate the session. So you will, these are the things you will give in the measures taken. So measures are not only to achieve the objectives, but also to achieve the proposed thing. Here, for example, the science exhibition. How to achieve your objectives plus how you are going to organize the science exhibition. So therefore, these are the measures taken. Then at the end, you conclude saying, I hope my proposal will be accepted so that we can have a science exhibition that will profit all the students. That's all. Very simple. Don't write more. Stick to what you have said. Introduction only one sentence was okay. Not more than 2 sentences. Maximum 2. Objectives minimum 2 points. That means you can give minimum you should give 2. You can give 3. Maximum 4. Not more than 4. List of measures minimum 4 points. That means you can give either 4, 5, maximum 6. Conclusion linguistic ability. Then conclusion just one sentence. Linguistic ability will be awarded 2 marks. So we have to be careful with the list of measures. List of measures you have to give at least 4 because it has got 4 marks. Minimum 4 you have to give. So it's going to be an easy scoring question, and once you get used to it, you will really do well. You go through the example given there, plus in your guide or in the net also many proposals are available. You just go through it so you get familiarized with this question, and you are sure of getting at least 9 out of 10. All the best.